Hello, fellow Earthlings. I'm Will House, and I was going to talk about some records today. I've been meaning to talk about records for a very long time, but yeah, I plan stuff. I pick out the records, and I never wind up either recording my videos or editing them together. So I thought, heck, I will try to just do something nice and quick here. So I got everything I brought for the next couple days at work, and I thought I would just go over them. See what I got in here and show it off. Face Stabber by the OCs. This is a cool edition, as you can tell from, it's a Newbury Comics exclusive, and they were selling these things for 15 bucks, even though it comes in the cool color, and it's a double disc set. So Face Stabber, interesting gatefold, cool cover art, OCs, groovy psychedelia. And then, of course, we got the latest Mort Garson record, which I haven't spun in a while now, but yeah, that's always a good one. Mort Garson is always one of my all-time faves now. We got Lil Bub, Science and Magic from 2015. This one is my original copy. That is not the cool cat eye green and black vinyl, but yeah, I always have loved the labels on this thing. A fine, fine record. And once again, if any of you would like a copy of Lil Bub's Science and Magic, I do have another few of these I could send out. So let me know. That's always been something that really confuses me about the vinyl community in general. I think I'm spitting here. But how do you get in touch with each other? Like, what is the relatively safe way to talk to other members of the vinyl community and, like, do VCLT? Without getting your identity stolen repeatedly. Yeah, like, how do y'all do that? Anyway, next up, Isaac Hayes live at the Sierra Tahoe. Yeah, 2-disc set. It's got a die cut, like, doors opening thing on the design here. And yeah, I love me some Isaac Hayes. And next after that, TP Orchestra Polyrhythmo. These guys are from Benin, and I think they are actually still together as of like maybe 5 or 10 years ago. Most of the original dudes have since quit or passed away, but yeah, it's exactly what it looks like. Afro-funk, very, very good stuff. And yeah, cool green label. If you look this one up, just know that the vinyl itself, it says down here, Volume 1 does not have all of the tracks that are included in the streaming version of this record, but totally worth a pickup. That's one of my faves in the last 6 months or so. And after that, The Hallucination. These are, let's see, a tribe called Red. If you're familiar with them, they have become The Hallucination. This is the limited pinky swirly vinyl double thing. These guys are from Canada. It's like basically it's what you'd hear at a dance club. It's like but you have to like understand these are actually indigenous people doing like beat heavy dance floor stuff, and it's a totally different vibe when it's those folks doing it. And it's really, really cool. I love this. It's totally different than what I would almost ever listen to, and I almost feel honored to play it. Anyway, they used to have the up in Canada in Toronto. I can't remember exactly. Ottawa? No, I don't remember what city it is. They used to have that's called One More Saturday Night. So they used to have dance parties. They called them electric powwows. And this was like their throwback to that, like what it would have been like to be there. And it's a really cool record. So you can buy it directly from them if you want. At least you could. As of about 3 months ago, I've had it for maybe 6 months. Anyway. Next one, Billy Muir's Supersonic Guitars in Hi-Fi. And it's got a ridiculous cover. It's an old RCA Victor. It's all instrumental. I initially bought this because it's got an illustration by Jim Flora, who I adore. But really what it is just like mid-60s super crunchy instrumental guitar goodness. Yeah, definitely a good pickup. Not expensive. Just a good record. for fun times. Next up, The Modern Lovers. This is not a repress. It's one of the OG kind of things on Berserkly Records. Jonathan Richman's band. I think Jerry Harrison's on this too. It's like what he was doing. Yeah, Jerry Harrison, piano, organ, and background vocals. So it's Jonathan Richman and one of the Talking Heads. That's half of The Modern Lovers, and I mean everybody should know this by now. It's just a cool kind of new wave. Anyway, produced by John Cale of the Velvet Underground. Famous songs on here like Roadrunner, Astral Plane, Old World, and Pablo. The whole first side is kind of famous, and yeah, side 2. It's like I got familiar with Jonathan Richman through the Berserkly Years Modern Lovers compilation that was out in the 90s. And this one is, yeah, I mean, it's a little bit different than the Jonathan Richman stuff that has come after that. I've actually seen Jonathan Richman like 5 times, and it's always a good time. And after that, If You Ask Me To, Victor Axelrod Productions for Daptone Records. It's him taking a bunch of Daptone artists and their master tapes and putting like reggae beats behind it. Like awesome reggae stuff. This is the, I believe, Coal Mine web store exclusive color. I just got this a couple weeks ago, something like that. And great record, and obviously the color vinyl is really great as well. And after that, Solo Flight, The Genius of Charlie Christian. This is just 30s jazz stuff. Charlie Christian, he died at like 28 or something. He was really young guitarist, but one of the most innovative and influential guitarists of the whole of the 20th century. And this is almost everything that he recorded, basically. You can get other stuff. Like this is all like his real sessions, where he was in the band with like Benny Goodman or other artists like that. But yeah, he just died so young. But yeah, electric guitarist, friends with Les Paul back in the day, extraordinarily influential. Like you got him going to Sister Rosetta Tharpe, going to Chuck Berry, going to every single rock guitarist in history. Like that's the lineage. Like you don't really have to include many other people. That's it. So it's also pretty cheap, 2 discs, old set in the Leonard Feather series. And no, this isn't Leonard Feather. This is the John Hammond collection, early producer of such stuff. And great stuff. You don't have to worry about quality so much on those because they were recorded in the 30s, and it was never all that great to begin with. And lastly, my favorite purchase so far of 2024. Link Ray, Jack the Ripper. This is a very new reissue. I got it like a week before it was officially, I pre-ordered it, so it showed up. It's on red vinyl. It is cut by Kevin Gray at Coherent Audio from the Mono Masters. I don't know if he's actually using the tape from 61 or whenever it was, but yeah, this is Link Ray's original stuff, the raunchiest, rawest, crispiest stuff. And it is mastered on an all analog equipment by a guy who really knows how to use it. And I've had this on CD ever since like 1995 or so. I can't remember which Link Ray song I first heard, but I've been a big fan for a long time. And this record has been available in a number of various pressings over the years, but yeah, this is a new one, and as it turns out, it is from Kevin Gray at Coherent Audio, and it really does sound at least as good as the CD remaster that I had from the 90s. I think it's actually a little bit better. Like the drums actually sound a little bit more lifelike and three-dimensional rather than in the old versions that I'm accustomed to. And yeah, it just sounds a little bit more present. I think it might just be that the amplifiers that Kevin Gray has at Coherent Audio are the same kind of that. It's all analog. It's all tubes and just high-quality electronic stuff, like in the vein of when this stuff was made. It started out really lo-fi, so it still is really lo-fi. But some of my favorite music ever, and it's a really great presentation. It's on the Sundays label, so if you go to their website, you can buy it directly from them. I presume it's limited to some quantity, but it's not a small quantity or anything like that. And it was like $25. So if you want Link Ray, you want the early stuff that is so awesome, this is it. It doesn't get better. Link Ray, Jack the Ripper. Anyway, okay, so one thing you do have to know, it's not all entirely instrumental. So let's see, Mashed Potato Party is a vocal track. My Beth is, no, it's not. Oh, Deacon Jones is a vocal track, but it's just as amazing as the others, if not even more so. It's about an old football guy from the 50s and 60s, something like that, Deacon Jones. And, yeah, I love all this stuff. I got to see Link Ray play once. He was one of those guys who would always hire a different band in whatever city he was going to. So he always had a little bit less goodness at a Link Ray show than you might have, because people he hires are good musicians, can play all the stuff, but weren't necessarily big Link Ray fans. So you wouldn't get like exactly the same bass lines that like Link's brother would have played back in the day, that kind of thing. And you wouldn't necessarily have the cool old like electric piano / organ instrumentation that they did back in the day, that kind of thing. But Link was always Link. He fucking shredded on that guitar, even though he was like 75 years old or something. Yeah, we saw him in like 2002 or 2003, and yeah, it was my partner and I. We had a very good time at the Link Ray show. We knew exactly how cool of a situation we were in, and that it was going to be memorable, and yeah, such good times. But anyway, that's what I'm going to be playing at work for the next couple of days, and I thought somebody out there might enjoy seeing my face and my flesh beard. Oh, it's coming in. So but that's it. Take care, everybody. De-evolution is real. Keep playing them single. Keep playing the sides. I don't know what else. Good luck if you need it. Take care. Peace out, my fellow Earthlings. Peace out, fellow Earthlings.